Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, then please make sure that you subscribe. Welcome. Now, I have another story time for you guys. This one is a little bit older, but it's still as juicy. I want you guys to tell me below after you watch this video what you guys think they were doing in the bathroom alone. Okay, yeah, it sounds weird, but that is what I'm gonna be telling you guys today. Please make sure that you like, share, subscribe to my channel if you like my vibe, you like my energy. Make sure that you check out your tarot readings as well, because I do tarot on my channel. Check those out. Let me know if I am predicting anything that I have read. I'm gonna tell you guys a little story about this guy that I was trying to deal with at the time. I feel like the universe was, you know, I was trying to be a player and the universe was like, no, you're not gonna do that. He ended up doing some weird things at this little get together that we were at. So I want you guys to tell me what you guys think after you watch. And without rambling on, let's get into this story time. So for this story, I'm gonna try to get all the facts because I'm going off my messed up memory. You got the postpartum brain. I do smoke a little bit of weed here and there. So going back to like the end of 2018 to tell you guys this story might be a little bit. I know I did tell another story on my channel, and I had to insert a clip of me kind of like going back over, because as I started telling the story and rewatching my video, I started like remembering things that I didn't tell in the original filming. So hopefully I don't have to do that. I don't think that he like creeps my social media. I don't think he knows that I'm on YouTube. So hopefully he doesn't see this video. If he does, I don't really give a shit. This happened like, if we're in 2022, like 3 years ago. I have not talked to this guy since that day. I'm gonna attempt to do my makeup as well, but I have not talked to this guy since this incident happened. This was like the last straw for me. I have this thing where the guys that I end up like talking to, getting to know, and sometimes even dating, it's like I know them for a while. Like I've met them before and then they end up coming into my life at a later time. You know, divine timing. So I feel like this is what happened with this guy. Me and him went to high school, so that's where I knew him from. In high school itself, we weren't really friends. Like, I'm one of those people where I felt like I was a wallflower, and I didn't feel like people recognized me or like would recognize me or even knew who I was until like after high school. And people would end up being like, yeah, I remember you. So I was one of those people, like, I didn't feel seen, but then like I was seen. And that was kind of the case with this guy, because we knew of each other in high school. I don't think we had classes together, but after high school, he told me like he wanted to take me to grad, all this other shit. And I was like, okay. We kind of had this thing in 2016. I was a virgin back then. And we went to the movies, like we went on dates, and I really thought like this guy was gonna be my boyfriend. Something good was gonna come from this relationship, because we were talking, we were texting constantly. I was really trying to take this guy seriously. And then one night, this was like when I was like 18 or 19, he ended up taking me back to his place. And I'm one of those girls, like, we can go back to your crib, we can hang out, nothing can happen. So we ended up going back to his house. He said we were just gonna watch a movie, and you know, me being naive, I believed him. His dad was there, so I didn't even think anything was gonna happen, because I would not have sex with my parents in the home. So I was like, he's not gonna have sex with his dad in the home. Mind you, I wasn't even thinking about sex. But anyway, go back to his crib, and we go to his room, and he goes to put on Netflix, and then he's talking about having sex. And I told him, like, I'm a virgin. Like, that's not really what I came here to do. And I kid you not, I don't even know if the movie was even on, but he ended up taking me home after I told him, like, I'm not trying to have sex. And the drive home was weird, but we're not gonna get into that. Takes me home, and then I remember going on, was it Snapchat? I went on social media like maybe that same night or another night. It must have been another night. I check his story on one of his social medias, and he had this white girl that is now his baby mother. He had this white girl on his story, and he said something like, black girls were like, they're not that fun, so I decided to try white girls. Something about white and black girls being boring or something, and white girls, you know, he has to try white girls. And I was like, noted. And then he ended up going and having a baby with this girl. I don't even think they're together anymore. But yeah, you get what I'm trying to say. That's one of the things where I think back and I'm like, if I would have given this guy my virginity, if we would have done that and we would have kept that, you know, sexual relationship going, would I have had a baby when I was like 19 or 20? You know, so it's kind of like, maybe I dodged a bullet that first time. But then fast forward, you know, we stopped speaking at that moment because I was kind of like, what are you talking about? Halloween of 2018. I see, and we're gonna call this guy, what can we call this guy? Let's call him Ricky. I see Ricky at the club. And if I have any pictures of my costume, I'll insert them in the video. Clearly he's feeling me because we end up talking and he invites me to his house. I think he invited me back to his place. And I think I went to his place twice. I remember Halloween, and then he invited me over to his house for a Halloween party or something. He picks me up. And mind you, like in the car, he was talking about, you know, this, we can be friends. Like this is strictly like nothing, no weird shit's gonna happen. If you don't want to do nothing, we don't gotta do nothing. Like I'm a changed person. You know, I had a lot of negative people around me. Like he seemed very different. So I was like, damn, okay, like maybe this guy's gonna end up being like something significant in my life, because at that point I was really into my spiritual journey. We get to his house, and at first there was two other girls. I don't know what happened to them. They ended up leaving, and then these two other girls came, and I was like, okay, but I felt kind of bummy because I didn't dress up. I didn't think that this was like, I thought we were just hanging out. I had no idea other people were gonna be there. So I was like, shit, I look like a two when these other girls are here dressed up in skirts. Like they look like they were going out. And I just look like I was at home chilling. The girls ended up staying a long time. I was cool with that. They were okay. We were drinking, like he was, you know, flirting with me. He poured me shots, like everything was good. I remember at one point in the, like earlier in the night, he wanted to take me home. I think he was feeling himself and he wanted to take me home. And I'm like, you can take me home, but later. Like I'm enjoying myself. I was getting a little bit drunk, you know, so I'm like, I want to stay. I want to, you know, have a good time. I'm not done, but you know, that can happen, but you can take me home later. And I think he kind of got upset. No, I don't know if he was upset, but I felt like he maybe was annoyed because yeah. So, you know, I'm doing whatever. And then like one of the girls, I felt like it was obvious that they were friends or something, or they were like childhood friends. That's what I thought they were. I thought they had like grown up together because this girl, his dad was there. Who else was there? So it was me, the two girls that left were there. Him, there was another guy. Like there was like 6 or 7 of us at this little get together. And I felt like maybe she knew that, like she knew him from like back in the day just because of how close they were. I didn't know if they had any like relations or anything. But I didn't think that because they were like, I don't know, they were just being like friendly and stuff. So, but you never know nowadays. The only drug that I thought was there was weed. Like I didn't know if they were doing other drugs, but yeah, so you know, everyone's getting along, I'm dancing, blah, 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 blah. And then maybe around like, was this at 7 a.m.? Like it was getting pretty early in the morning. The relationship between my baby daddy and Ricky does cross. Like this happened, I want to say a week after me and my baby daddy first got together. So yeah, but nothing happened with this guy. So, but that's where I was talking about, like, I was trying to be a player, you know. I had two guys, you know. I had my baby daddy, I was dealing with him, and then this other guy, you know, I wanted to see where that went. And the universe was just like, no girl, you only got one, pick one. Well, I didn't even pick, the universe freaking chose for me. So I just feel like the universe was trying to show me, or like, yeah, show me something, like, this is not the guy for you, because he's gonna keep doing this. My daughter took my mirror, and I don't know where the hell it is. Maybe around like 6 in the morning. I was sitting at the kitchen table, you know, I was drinking, I was listening to music, and then I think drugs were starting to get involved by one of the girls. And mind you, like, I don't think Ricky did drugs. I don't do heavy drugs. Like I said, I'll do a little bit of weed here and there, you know, some edibles, all that kind of stuff, but I'm not into like the heavy stuff. I've never done coke. I've never done crack, obviously. I've never, you know, done heroin. Like, I never popped a pill. And their kitchen was like open. They live in like the rich area, by the way. Ricky lives in the rich area. So it's like their kitchen is over here, the kitchen table's here, and then they have the couches, and their living room is here. So it's very open. So I was sitting in the kitchen. They were over here by the kitchen sink. And I am like 99.9% sure it was the girl trying to do, I think it was coke. And like I said, I don't think Ricky did drugs like that. So from what I could tell, there was like this weird sexual energy, and they were like wrestling in the kitchen because I think she had drugs. And well, it's not that I think, I know, because he ended up telling me later on when I cussed him out later that morning. Yeah, so she was trying to do drugs, but just you know, when you feel like, it was weird. I don't know what it is, but I can feel some sexual energy anywhere. So, you know, whether it's the mailman with the lady he's delivering mail to, whether it's your mommy and your daddy, like, if there's sexual energy in the air, I'm picking up on that. I'm a very empathic person. Like, I am a feeler, okay? So when I tell y'all, I felt some weird energy in that kitchen. It was like radiating to me. I was like, yo, maybe they're not just family friends. I think like something might have happened between these two, and I don't know why he would invite me if he is dealing with this girl. And you know, so like, don't tell me that you brought me over here just to put this girl in my face. But like, so yeah, I didn't think that he was doing drugs because he was drunk at this point. It was 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning. He's drunk. I'm like almost drunk. Was I drunk? I might have been drunk, but yeah. And I was thinking, like, I don't want to pay an Uber because they're far from me, okay? I'm like west side, and he's like on the outskirts of my city. He's like west. It was like maybe a 25 minute drive from my house to his. So yeah, I was like, I don't want to pay a $30 Uber to go back home. But in this situation, you damn right I did. They're having this weird situation in the kitchen, and I'm sitting at the kitchen table like, what the hell is going on here? So they're like wrestling over some drugs. And I knew it wasn't some weed, because ain't nobody gonna be tripping like that over some weed. If you want to smoke some weed, girl, go smoke your weed. But I knew it was something else. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, what the hell is going on? I think he takes it, and they end up going to the bathroom. And I was kind of confused because I'm like, okay, I feel this weird sexual energy, but at the same time, he brought me here, and you know, so I was confused in my mind. I'm like, he wouldn't do this. He wouldn't do this to me. He's not gonna bring me here, have another girl that he's dealing with. Like, no. It was 7. It was like 7:30. So they go into the bathroom. And I'm thinking in my mind, okay, like nothing weird is gonna happen. They're gonna go to the bathroom. Maybe she's gonna do her drugs, or, you know, I thought maybe he was going to flush them or something. So I'm like waiting there, and then it's like 10 minutes goes by. And at this point, when they first went into the bathroom, I could hear them talking. So I was like, okay, nothing weird is gonna happen. Like she's just doing her drugs, and he's in there to make sure she doesn't OD or something. And then like 10 more minutes goes by. Okay, so let's say it's like 7:35, and I feel like at this point there was no more talking, because that was the point when I started feeling weird, because at first they were talking and I could hear them in the bathroom, and then there was one point where there was no talking. And what do you think is going on in the bathroom when there's no talking? One, they're either shitting, or two, they are, let me show you guys like how his house, I'm hoping I don't look crazy. So kitchen, living room, or no, kitchen, living room, kitchen, dining area, living room. Back here, there's like stairs to go upstairs, and then there's a hallway. The bathroom is back there. Mind you, the entrance is over here. So when you come in, you can see the bathroom from here. Like it's over here. So if you just walk over there, the bathroom's there. We walked in straight, and I sat down at the kitchen table. I was like listening, Superwoman hearing, like I was listening. I didn't hear a goddamn thing 20 minutes after they went in. And I started feeling weird. I'm like, where are they? Why aren't they talking? Like, is she having her face down, like sniffing a line for 10 minutes, not talking to him? I think his daddy was in the kitchen. And at one point, his dad went to check on them. And I don't know what his daddy seen. I don't know, like, yeah. So his dad went, and his dad came back. And I'm like, okay, so, yeah, everything's fine. And I was thinking to myself, I'm gonna give them 10 minutes, okay? So like 7:45 now. They went in there before 7:30. So I was 30 minutes later, I'm like, okay, 10 more minutes. If they don't come out before that time, I'm going home. Because this is like, we're not gonna do this. I was thinking the Uber's probably gonna be hella expensive for one goddamn night, and this wasn't even fun. Like, it's not even gonna be a good $30 Uber ride. Like, you know when you spend money and you're like, okay, that was a good night, like I'm glad. No, it wasn't even like that. It was not a good night. So I don't want to be spending $30 on no Uber when the night was shit. So I'm making up this plan in my head. I'm like, I'm about to sneak the hell up out of this messed up situation. That amount of time that I had given them was up, you know, it was past. And around the time that I was gonna get up and go, I was thinking like, what if I'm about to leave their house and they come out of the bathroom and I get caught? I was so nervous to leave the house. But the dad, I don't know where his dad went. His dad wasn't there. So it was gonna be a good opportunity for me to leave, but I was just like, I was so anxious to leave because I was scared, like if he found me leaving and they came out of the bathroom, like this fight that we had over the phone could have happened in person. So I was hella nervous. I'm like, oh my God, but they never came out of the bathroom. So I'm like, fuck this, like I'm about to leave. Like, you're not about to have me out here looking crazy stupid sitting in here while you're getting your dick sucked in the bathroom. Or you have me out here thinking like you're being serious, you know, maybe you want to get to know me now on a real level. These guys do not want to get to know you on no level other than the level of your coochie. I get my purse, and as I'm walking near the bathroom, what do y'all think I heard? I just want to pause this video, let me know, what do y'all think I heard coming from the bathroom? I heard crickets. I didn't hear not a goddamn thing coming from the bathroom. I remember I paused for like a minute as I was going to the door, and I was standing there and I was listening. I didn't hear nothing. So I was like, damn, the light was on in there, like, yeah. So I picked up my purse, and when I was sitting at the kitchen table, when the clock struck that 10 minutes that I was gonna wait and nobody came out, I had it ready, and I was leaving. I was gone. It was 8:00 a.m. It was 8 o'clock in the morning that night. I got in my Uber and I took my ass home, and I was so afraid, not even afraid, but I was so anxious. I was like, okay, it's 8 in the morning. Like, they were in there 45 minutes. They like, he's gonna come out right now and he's gonna text me. I was waiting for that text to be like, where are you? But that didn't come until 8:30 in the morning. So I take my Uber, I'm going home. I have my phone there. I'm like, damn, this guy, this Ricky, he really played my ass. Like, what? And I'm thinking, like, what if they're in the bathroom, you know, not doing, like, what if they're in there, you know, taking a shit? What if they're, you know, painting each other's toenails? Like, you know, just, I was trying to come up with any possible reason besides her doing drugs. Like, what could they be in the bathroom for 45 minutes for? It's like so devastating because I really had high hopes for this guy. Like, from the beginning when he picked me up and was talking all that shit, like, we don't gotta have sex, we don't gotta do nothing, like, I respect you. Even when I walked into their house at the first moment, like, I seen a Himalayan lamp, so I'm like, damn, he's really on his spiritual journey. Like, he's really a change. Like, I really believed that bullshit that he was telling me. 15 minutes later, I get home, I take my makeup off, I do all of that, and I'm still waiting for this text message. It's like 8:20 in the morning. I'm like, damn, they're still in the bathroom. So it's been like over an hour, still in that bathroom, doing God knows what. Well, I think we all know what they was doing. I'm in bed, it's 8:30, okay? Now let's do some math right now. They went into the bathroom around like 7:15. Okay, that's when they had their little, with their little drugs in the kitchen, went to the bathroom. They was talking for like 10 minutes-ish, you know, like I wasn't worried because I could hear them. And then by 7:30-ish, there was no more talking. So 7:30 up until 8, right? 7:15 till 8 o'clock when I got in my Uber, bathroom. What they was doing in there, only they know. So almost pretty much an hour and 15 minutes later, I was like trying to fall asleep, and I hear my phone, and I see my Snapchat. And guess who it is? Guess who is messaging me at 8:30 in the morning? Ricky's ass. Ricky. And he asked me, like, where are you? And I was like, ooh, should I do this now? Should I handle this right now, or should I wait till the morning? And I think I did that whole sneaky thing on Snapchat where you slide the name over halfway to see what they say. And I was like, do I cuss him out now or do I cuss him out later? I'm like, no, you know, I'm not one of those people that waits. And I told him, I'm like, why were you in the bathroom for 30 goddamn minutes? And he was like, she was doing drugs and this whole fucking thing. And I'm like, bro, like, just tell me what y'all did. Like, I know what y'all did. And he's like, no, like, we were in the bathroom and she was just doing drugs. That's what he tried to say. And I'm like, I'm not an idiot. Like, I know what y'all were doing, okay? I didn't just lose my virginity yesterday. It's been a couple of years. He's denying it. And then he was just like, you're whack, fuck you. Like, he just started cussing me out. And I'm like, yeah. And I was just at a point in my life where, you know, I've been down this road with guys. Like, I don't need to cuss these guys out anymore. Like, I was just so spiritually evolved, I didn't even need to deal with that. So I just blocked him. I'm like, yeah, you're not gonna lie to me, you're not gonna gaslight me. We're not doing this anymore. Like, and that's what I told him. I'm like, you know, like, we're done. Like, we're not gonna keep trying this. Like, you keep coming back to me every couple years, all the same shit. Like, I was just like, no, sweetie, like, no. And then, yeah, he was just like, well, screw you. You're whack, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I wasn't whack when he was trying to, you know, but I'm whack now. And guys always do that. And it's like, aren't you just trying to hit? Aren't you just trying to hit? So I'm confused. Was I whack then? Or am I whack now because you can't get none? So yeah, that is that story. And I have not spoken to him since. I've had dreams of him, which makes me think he's thinking about me, but I blocked him everywhere. I blocked him on Snapchat. I blocked him on Instagram. I think I still have him on Twitter, but I don't think he uses that account. And that is why I do not date Aquariuses anymore. Like, the Aquarius men that I have had to deal with is just insane. Like, these Aquarius men need to be stopped. They are so freaking toxic. And this is coming from an Aquarian female. Like, Aquarius men are toxic. They are just toxic. But yeah, and that was the end of Ricky. That was sad too, because at that point, you know, I was trying to be sexually free. You know, I was ready. I was ready. I don't know if he was ready for all of this, but I was ready, you know. You know what they say about them daddies. Let me see how you made them babies, but I guess not. So that was disappointing in that aspect, but other than that, you know, I'm just super happy that I was able to dodge that bullet, because that was embarrassing. Like, how dare you invite me over, you know, once I tell you, like, hold on, like, I'm not ready to go home yet, because clearly that's what he wanted to do. When I tell you that, then you just go to the bathroom with the next chick in the party. Like, is that what men do? Because that's not okay. Mind you, like, he missed out. Like, y'all, I was ready. I would, like, that night, if he would have just let me get a little bit more into the zone, y'all, he would have got exactly what he wanted and what he waited for all those years. But no, you know, he was impatient. So yeah, but clearly he was just not meant for me, and I am perfectly okay with that. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna finish. This look is not what I'm wanting, but I'm gonna go finish this look, and I'm gonna come back and wrap this video up. Guys, this is the final look. I am all done. I hope that you guys enjoyed this little story time of me and Ricky and our little experience. If you guys did want more story times from me, then please make sure that you like, share, subscribe to my channel. Let me know down below. You guys can follow me on my social medias that are down in the description box, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.